For decades, Saudi Arabia has been supporting its economy through the vast reserves of oil present in the country. While the reserves have been the main role in turning around Saudi Arabia's fortunes, it is time to shift the economy to other sources of capital. Today, we will be talking about Vision 2030 and what the future holds for the Saudi Arabian economy. Under the guidance of Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, the country has undergone a lot of changes to its approach towards revamping the economy. You must be wondering, what are those changes? Well, stick around till the end as we answer these questions and more as we delve into the details surrounding Vision 2030. Without further ado, let us begin. Before we talk about Saudi Arabia's Vision 2030, let me give you a little backstory to its economy and how it has transformed over the years. Let's head back to the 1930s and 40s when oil was first discovered in the country. Seeing the importance of oil, Saudi Arabia capitalized on and managed to create a strong network of pumping, refining, and shipping out oil. As a result, their economy surged upwards, and the country soon became an extravagant place. But this begs the question, how was the economy before oil was discovered? Well, Saudi Arabia was very poor before oil was discovered. The country was primarily dependent on subsistence farming and herding, as well as small-scale trading and some money lending. As you can imagine, they were nowhere close to what they are now. You must be wondering, what does this have to do with Vision 2030? Well, it shows that Saudi Arabia has done a rapid change in their economy before too. They have shifted their sources of capital before. From being mostly agricultural-based, they became oil-based, and today, almost 80% of their economy is run by oil. But that is about to change now, thanks to their Vision 2030. Let us discuss this plan in detail now. Saudi Arabia Vision 2030 is a plan to reduce the kingdom's dependency on oil, diversify its economy, and develop public service sectors such as health, education, infrastructure, recreation, and tourism. Ever heard the saying that you should never keep all your eggs in the same basket? The same thing applies here. Saudi Arabia needs to protect itself from any future mishap. What if the price of oil drops in the future? Their whole economy would be negatively affected. However, if they have diversified, things won't be that bad. That is not all. The Vision 2030 also states that its plan is a part of the country's National Transformation Program, which seeks to increase the non-oil sector's contribution to the country's GDP from its current 16% to 65% by 2030. As you can see, they are basically safeguarding themselves from future mishaps. But the plan is not all about reducing the dependency on oil. The plan also aims to create 450,000 jobs and bring down the unemployment rate from 11.6% to 7%. It also serves the people of Saudi Arabia, and this will bring prosperity to the country. But how can they do it? Well, to achieve this, the country will focus on developing 6 key sectors: energy, industry, mining, tourism, logistics, and small and medium-sized businesses. This will really open a lot of employment opportunities. And if that wasn't enough, the government also plans to increase its investment in the private sector and create an environment that encourages foreign investment. They are already making big moves to do that. They won the bid for hosting the 2029 Winter Olympics and have huge plans in place to accommodate the sports which will have to be played. They have even secured the signature of Cristiano Ronaldo, who is arguably the biggest name in football of all time, and he has really attracted a lot of attention to football in Saudi Arabia. This was evident by the fact that the club he joined, Al Nassr, stood at under 1 million followers before they signed Ronaldo. However, within days of signing Ronaldo, that number jumped to 11+ million. Now that is just an insane amount of influence. Saudi Arabia is also making big moves in terms of their investment, which has further generated a lot of financial benefits for them. They set up the Saudi Arabian Public Investment Fund, or PIF for short, and invested huge amounts in places where they will know they can get huge returns back. For example, the PIF recently bought the Newcastle Football Club. That is not all. They also bought a lot of shares of major shareholdings, such as Facebook, Amazon, and Tesla. This is all to safeguard themselves against the future and ensure that they appreciate their capital in the long run. But are they investing in their own country too? Well, Of course, Vision 2030 states that Saudi Arabia needs to amp up its local infrastructure and develop mega projects which would attract tourism. Maybe they are taking a leaf out of Dubai's book, which, despite running out of oil, is still thriving thanks to tourism. That is why Saudi Arabia started a lot of mega construction projects. This includes the Jeddah Economic City, which will boost the Jeddah Tower. In theory, the tower will be 1 kilometer taller than the Burj Khalifa, the tallest building in the world. Now that's just insane. Another major project Saudi Arabia is undertaking is King Salman Park, which will be 4 times the popular Central Park in New York. Isn't that amazing? They are also building their own Disneyland, known as Qiddiya. However, one of the biggest tourism attractions has to be the Red Sea Project, a leading destination for eco-luxury. The Red Sea Project is anticipated to span 28,000 kilometers of islands, beaches, deserts, mountains, and even volcanoes. Zero waste to landfills, single-use plastic, and carbon neutrality are all part of the plan. Yes, you heard that right. It will be a zero-carbon emission city. This makes it an amazing prospect in terms of boosting the economy. In fact, the project is expected to boost Saudi Arabia's GDP by $5.86 billion annually and draw 1 million tourists, making it potentially one of the country's largest moneymakers. Now that is just crazy money. No wonder the government is investing so much in the project. In the end, I would just like to say that Saudi Arabia can easily manage to do this all. They have the capital required to do so. There will be a time when Saudi Arabia might become one of the strongest economies in the world. And the weird part about it will be this won't be due to oil. My salute to Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman for starting this amazing initiative. It will surely take the country to unprecedented heights it has never seen before. That is all, folks. I hope you liked the video. And if you did, do like the video. I think I have cleared everything there is to know about Saudi Arabia's Vision 2030. But if you are still confused, do let us know in the comments down below. We value the feedback of our subscribers, so do not hesitate to do so. And lastly, subscribe if you want to see similar videos.